Students, in this class we are going to see the exercise question answers and programs regarding this lesson, user defined methods. This is the uh, second part of this chapter. So now we are going to see section A, answer the following questions. So first question is, what is a method? A Java method is a collection of statements that are grouped together to perform an operation. Method means function. Write two advantages of using functions in a program. First one is reduces complexity, and second one is reusability. Then third question, explain the function of the return statement. The return statement is used to return a value from a method before exiting from a function. So the fourth question, if the function contains several return statements, how many of them will be executed? Answer the first one. Okay. If the function consists of more return statements, more than one return statement, so the first return statement will get executed. Name the keyword that causes the control to transfer back to the method call. Return. What is the role of the keyword void in declaring functions? The void keyword ensures that the method do not return any value. The next question is, classify function depending upon the value it returns. The functions are classified like this: computational functions, procedural functions, and manipulative function. Here the question, differentiate between formal parameters and actual parameters. So the differences are like this: formal parameters, actual parameters. In formal parameter, the parameter list in the function prototype. In actual parameters, parameter list in the function invocation. Then formal parameters, they are only variables. Actual parameters, they may be both variables or constants. Ninth question, state the difference between function prototype and function signature. Function prototype is the first line of the function definition that consists of return type, function name, and the parameter list. Function signature, on the other hand, only specifies the parameter list. How are functions called? How does it return a value? Answer is like this: functions are called using the name of the function. They may be called using either call by value or call by reference. The return statement is used to return a value from a function. State the difference between call by value and call by reference. So the differences are like this. Using this technique, using the call by value technique, a copy of the values in the actual parameter is made in the formal parameters. Okay. So using this call by reference technique, a reference to the values in the actual parameter is made by the formal parameters. In call by value, any changes made to the formal parameters is not reflected back in the actual parameters. Call by reference, any changes made to the formal parameters is reflected back in the actual parameters. So in the case of call by value, usually primitive data type is used during call by value. Usually arrays and objects are used during call by reference. The next question is, how are the following passed? First one is primitive types, it is passed by call by value technique. Reference type, it is passed by call by reference technique. The next question is, differentiate between pure and impure functions. So the differences are like this: pure functions are such functions which do not change the state of an object. Okay. Impure functions are such functions which changes the state of an object. Pure function, it does not have any side effect as the state of the object is not changed, rather only accessed. Impure function, it does have side effects as the state of the object is changed, and therefore one should be careful using it. So the next question is, explain function overloading with an example. So the function overloading means if we are using more than one functions, the function more than one function, it is called as a function overloading. So examples of this function overloading is class overload. So this is the function, first function, that is void num cal. This is the first function. Okay, here we the next function is void static void num calculation. Here the function names are same, but the parameters are different. Okay, so the next one is static void. Then here we are using two strings. So we are using inside of one function we are using more than one function. So it is called as a function overloading. The next one is which principle implement function overloading, polymorphism. When there are multiple definitions with the same function name, what makes the difference from each other? Function signature. What are the different access specifiers available in Java? The access specifiers are default, public, private, and protected. What is the use of main of method? The main of method in general is from where a program execution begins in core Java. How are static methods of one class called by methods in another classes? The function invocation should be preceded with the same name of the class followed by the dot operator. Next question is write function prototype of the following. So this private access method sum, which accept three integer values. So the function name is sum. It is a private access. Three accept three values, three int type, that is integer type variables as parameters, and return a float type. So it is accepting three integers as a parameters, that is the variables, and the return type should be float. So it is private float sum of int a, int b, int c. Then default access method length, which accepts a string type variable as parameters and return it as an integer. So int length of variable is string s. Then public static. So all these are like that. You have to do it. Total 7 questions are there. Okay. So the next one is in the program given below. So one program is here. Here two variables are here, integer x, integer y. Then this object is created here. Then inside the class another one variable int a equal to 6. System dot println of a. So what is the value of a? A is always 6. Then void system dot println of n. Then system dot out dot println of y. State the name of the values here. First one is method argument or argument variables. So the method is main of string arguments of. So the value is none. Then sample method int n equal to the value is 5. Okay, here the value of sample method in the n. In the n value is 5. Next, x value, class variable. What is the class variable? This x. X is equal to value is 7. The next one is local variable. So this is the local variable a. So a value equal to 6. So what instant variable? So this is the instant variable, the variable used inside the class. So y value is 2. Now we are going to see the programs. Create a method and accept two integer variables a and b as a parameter and evaluate the following expression. So you have to accept two values, two parameter values, that is a and b. Here double method of int a and b. We will get the output as a double. If the input is double, we will get the output also in double. Then calculate these expressions and return C. Okay, C ka value return karna. The next program is create a function which accepts an integer as a parameter and return true if the prime number, otherwise it is return false. The main method input an integer and using the above method and check whether it is prime or not. So here we are going to check prime number. If a number is divided by um, divided by 2, and if it is equal to 0, divided by prime number means the number that is divided by that number and 1. Okay, so it will not divided by any other number, so it is called as a prime number. So this is the condition, that is n modulus I. First I value 1, 1 equal to 0. So that is any value input. For example, 2 modulus 1 is 0. So it will return true. True means it is a prime number. Okay. Then for example, 3 divided by 2, we are 3 divided by 2 equal to 0. So it return the value as true. So it is a prime number. So these are the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. So these are the numbers are called as the prime number. Okay. Next one is create a function to accept an integer as a parameter and return if it is a perfect number, otherwise return false. Okay. So here also for perfect number also we are finding the modulus of that number one by one. We are using a loop here. Every time we are increasing the sum by 1. Here whatever value we are getting, if the sum is equal to the given number, whatever number given, that will return true. If it is a true, then it is a perfect number. If it is false, then it is not a perfect number. Here we are going to see the check whether the given number is an Armstrong number. So whenever you are learning all these programs, that is perfect number, prime number, Armstrong number, you have to learn this calculations part. Okay, this calculation part is important. It will come when you are practicing yourself. Okay, so you have to do the practice of all these numbers, that is prime number, perfect number, Armstrong number, and next one is palindrome number. Palindrome means from right to left and left to right, it is same. Okay, for example 1 0 0 1. So from right to left also it is 1 0 0 1, and from left to right also it is 1 0 0 1. So this is to find the largest palindrome number. Okay. The next one is create a function, accept integer as a parameters and return the sum of the digits. Sum of the digits means for example 1 2 3. The sum of the digits is 1 plus 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So here we are using a loop. Then d is equal to I modulus 10. S is equal to S plus D, return the value of S. So here we are writing the main program. Sum of the digits equal to N is S. So every time we are calculating the value of S, S is the sum of the digits. The next question is create a function which accepts an integer as a parameter and return the largest digit. Create another function to input 10 integers and find the sum of the larger digits of each number. So here we are using one function and another one functions. We are going to input another 10 integers and find the sum of the larger digit of that number. So in these programs we have to create a function to accept a value in Celsius and returns it in the Fahrenheit equivalent. Okay. To accept a value, so how will you convert Celsius value to Fahrenheit? There is a formula F equal to 9 into C upon 5 plus 32. To convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, the formula is FC equal to F minus 32 into 5 upon 9. So only this much formula you have to learn, and all the others are same. Okay. So the next program is create a class with the following methods. So two methods are here. For that you have to create the class, and you have to find the sum of the digits using, okay. So in one function we are using sum of the digit and return the value. The next function we are calling the sum of the digits from the first function. Okay, the program is here. The next one is create a class with the following methods. So everything is here, that is integer, then sum of the digits you have to find. The next one, void call of input integer scanner. By using scanner class, the integers, sum of the digit of each value entered by the user from the above method. You have to call the values here. So students, 10 programs are solved. You have to learn all the solved question answers from your book, and this fourth chapter is over here.